Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. And how do you do? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. And I love you. Ooh. I tell you, it's nothing like being free, and it's nothing like being me. My God touched me with the gift of life this morning, this day, that I will never ever see again. He said, Edwina, rise, because there's something I want you to do. And that is to be of service to just one more of my children. I don't care if they call you Miss Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, because when they talk about you, they're talking about me. How y'all like that now? For that, I give him the honor, the praise, the glory, the hallelujah, the worship, but most importantly, the acknowledgement. I love that I am able to come to you just the way I am, just the way he woke me up this morning, just the way I went to bed last night, but without ease. I tell you, I love myself today. But because he chose me to rise, obviously he chose you as well, so that you and I can come together and learn how to apply spiritual principles, spiritual tools, and spiritual resources to help us with our brokenness and being broke. Now, because the last couple days I've had some transportation issues, but God is working it out. So the fact that you haven't seen me for a couple days is because of that reason. But I said, you know what? I don't have to stay on for a half hour. I could stay on for at least 20 minutes. And that will give me enough time to go where I need to go and get there on time. So, voila. See, solutions, applying spiritual principles to all earthly matters, including my so-called excuses, right? Justification, rationalization. Oh, hell to the no. I'm going to take a drink behind that one. So guess what, y'all? I am going to do, you see, I didn't comb my hair. I got my dentures out. Definitely no makeup, right? But I'm going to show you how I'm able to transform in a couple of minutes, okay? So wait a minute. So how was y'all day? Can I talk to y'all right now? Can I ask what you've been doing these last few days since I've been away? Can you share with me how you have been able to deal with your brokenness and being broke? Have you acknowledged that you are broken and broke? What about the spiritual tools that are available for you to, right, have that spiritual awakening that will provide a spiritual breakthrough so that you can walk in your purpose, right? Achieve your destiny, right? And be presented to the God of your understanding, okay? And so, what I just wanted to let y'all know that it only takes a few minutes to get yourself together, and let you know that all that stuff we do in the morning, all that stuff we do to get ready, right? And guess what? Did y'all time me? How you like me now? I'm still the same person. That's what I mean by being transparent and authentic. Are you able to show people who you are before, during, and after? I have no problem with it. All right. So, one of the things I said I can do is to come on for 30, 20 minutes and transform right in front of you and give you the message for today. All right. So, first of all, I want to make sure that you have marked your calendars, right? Now, you know, when I first put these dentures in, they're not secure. So if they flop down or whatever, you're used to it by now, right? And if need be, you know, I will also take them out, okay? So it takes about 10 minutes for the suction to take place. But see, that's why I'm transparent and authentic. I'm going to let you know what to expect and not be embarrassed about a doggone thing. All right, so did you mark your calendars for, oh no, that's not it. Hold on. Did you mark your calendars for Thursday, May the 30th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. and Saturday, June the 1st from 10 to 11:30 a.m. I'm going to have an in-person and a virtual presentation seminar. It's really my master's class on how I can share with you the spiritual tools, resources, and principles to apply to our brokenness and being broke that I have used for over 34 plus years. Obviously, they have worked for me because I'm so transparent and authentic. I've been set free from recovery. I have emerged empowered only to give hope to others, help others prosper equally. So I will have the Eventbrite set up tonight, no later than tomorrow, to have you go on and register. I will be soliciting sponsors as well, and I will have a couple of scholarships. But the master's class is a fee, and I'm going to tell you right now exactly what it is. It's $197. Is that worth you learning some spiritual principles, tools, and resources so that you can know that if you didn't come from a wealthy family, that a wealthy family can come from you? Did you know that for the $197, you can be given a pathway, a roadmap, a blueprint on how to set yourself free from recovery, emerge empowered? And do you know that $197 is a drop in the bucket for me compared to all the shoes I brought, all the clothes I brought, all the jewelry I brought, right? Even the dentures I've had to replace, the liquor, the cocaine, right? The cars, the houses, and none of them satisfied or filled the spiritual bankruptcy I had developed. So when I say $197 is nothing for me, and I'm asking you, don't even think about it not being too much for you. I'm just asking you to think about it and compare what you have been giving, buying, contributing to all your life, and you're still broken and broke. Not me, not me. Because those donations, your fee, will be given to other organizations who are serving people with co-occurring disorders, right, of mental illness and substance abuse. So if you want to know where your donation, your contribution, right, in the form of a fee for my master's class that will set you free so that you can give hope to others, give you a guideline, give you a set of suggestions that can free you from bondage of yourself, from bondage of the world. Okay? So mark your calendars. All right. So I got to keep abreast of the time. I got 10 more minutes. Okay. So with that being said, let's get to our reading for today. All right. So I shared about my master's class, right? So let's take this out. Now, let's go to the next slide. In that, I want to share with you in my master's class where the foundation of who I am as a woman was formed, shaped by these two women in my life. And I, of course, acknowledged both of them on Mother's Day. And I also shared with you that I had more of a maternal instinct with my auntie mama than my own mother. Okay. But we did address that issue years later. All right. And so I want to share with you the reading for today. Now, many of you know, because of my spiritual tools and resources, right? The uh, me journaling, right? I kept a journal the first 4 years of my recovery, the AA spiritual steps, the spiritual revival hour gospel songs, the religious affiliation of my choice, the 5 agreements by the Uiz family, and transformational teachings by Dr. Sonia of P3 University, who made that statement, if you didn't come from a wealthy family, let a wealthy family come from you. All right, so May the 16th, AA Daily Reflections. We forgive. We forgive, right? That's what it says. We forgive, right? I want to make sure you hear it first, but I want you to listen if you can the first time, because I'm going to do my best to dissect it as I read because of the time limitation. This is from my co-founder who took it from the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions on page 58. Often it was while working on this step with our sponsors or spiritual advisor that we first felt truly able to forgive others, no matter how deeply we felt they had wronged us. Our moral inventory had persuaded us that all-around forgiveness was desirable, but it was only when we resolutely tackled step 5 that we inwardly knew we would be able to receive forgiveness and give it to. The person in recovery shares his perspective. What a great feeling forgiveness is. What a revelation about my emotional, psychological, and spiritual nature. All it takes is willingness to forgive. God will do the rest. My. Let's dissect this baby right away. Okay, so the 5th step, we admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. Correct? Correct. Right? And so we identified who the person that we would trust our most deepest, intimate secrets with in order to find out our character defects, but more importantly, the exact nature of our wrongs. Okay? And so many people who are in recovery from co-occurring disorders of mental illness and substance abuse, right, are presented with these same 12 spiritual principles in order to learn and then unlearn what they learned so they can learn something new. That makes sense? Because according to the Uiz 5 agreements, we were all domesticated. Yes, we were. We were all conditioned. We were all brainwashed, right? Because guess what? The perpetuation of all human beings being ill to some extent. How many of us are really spiritually free? Not many. But those who have been called and those who have been chosen through my process in this 12-step spiritual program, we have been given a gift of the disease of alcoholism. Yes, it is a gift. That's the way I see it now. Had I not gone through my alcoholism, my addiction process, in other words, had I not gone through everything that I went through and came to my knee-bowing experience, which paved the way for me to be sitting here before you today. Because on that early morning, on February the 22nd of 1990, I asked this God that I didn't know to take me out this life or show me a better way. Now, for me to have made that decision, it came from the essence of my soul, because Edwina was done. The The spirit of Edwina said, no, 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 no. You are not done, 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 done. I just needed you to go through this, what you think is a humiliating experience, in order for you to experience what true humility is and to ask me to help you. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Once we are set on a spiritual path, the spiritual students will be ready and the spiritual teachers will appear. Okay, so in this process of recovery, right? Often it was while working on this step with our sponsors or spiritual advisors that we first felt truly able to forgive others, no matter how deeply we felt they had wronged us, right? Now, this is who I am. I understand what they're saying now because this process of recovery has helped me to forgive myself. There's no way I can forgive others if I don't learn first how to forgive myself. Does that make sense? I mean, truly forgive myself. There's no way I can forgive others. No way. Mm-mm. Now, when we, right, journey on our brokenness and being broke discovery, we will see exactly what I'm talking about, and I will help you in my master's class on that Thursday or Saturday, right? And so what I'm saying to you is the fifth step, we admit it to God, we admit it to ourselves, we admit it to another human being. God already knows. I know what I've done. I know what I said. I know what part I played in it. But to reveal that to another human being, it's like emptying that garbage can. It's like going to the bathroom with diarrhea. As long as I continue to conceal those things that I need to reveal, I will never heal. So at the end of my road, my journey, I had self-hatred, I had self-loathing, I felt hopeless, helpless, I felt degraded, I felt humiliated, I felt worthless because I could not understand what was wrong with me. How did I allow myself to do all those things, say all those things, even commit murder as a prostitute? Yes, I had an abortion as a prostitute. I know doggone well God wasn't going to forgive me for doing that. Yes. And so even when I committed that act, my addiction spiraled down so fast because I could not forgive myself. I could not forgive myself from doing to other children what was done to me. I couldn't forgive myself for treating other people the way I was treated in a negative and horrific way. I could not forgive myself for all the lies and promises that I told and I wound up believing. I couldn't forgive myself that I had allowed myself to get down and dirty. The rape, the beat ups, the setup, being around, passed around like a bucket, spit on, called all kinds of names, robbing dead bodies, stepping over dead bodies. I couldn't forgive myself. No, the stinking thoughts that I had about my father, about doing things to other people, I couldn't forgive myself. How in the hell did I get here? So now I got to go. But let me tell you this part, all right? As a result of being in this program, I've learned to apply spiritual principles, spiritual resources, spiritual tools to learn how to first forgive myself. That way I can learn to forgive others because I know what it feels like to be forgiven. And I want others to feel the same way. So I have set myself free. I go to bed every night. I have no secrets. I have no worries, no nothing. Because when I go to bed every night, I have a peaceful, peaceful sleep, even with those crazy dreams. All right, I got to go, y'all. So let me close by reading it again. Often if while working this step with our sponsors or spiritual advisors, that we first felt truly able to forgive ourselves, no matter how deeply we felt they had wronged us. Our moral inventory had persuaded us that all-around forgiveness was desirable, but it was only when we resolutely tackled step 5 that we inwardly knew we'll be able to receive forgiveness and give it to. The person in recovery says, what a great feeling forgiveness is. What a revelation about my emotional, psychological, and spiritual nature. All it takes is willingness to forgive. God will do the rest. I love you. You love me. We are one big family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Be of service to others. Help somebody today. Love somebody today. But first, you must do it for yourself to know what it feels like when you do the same for others. God bless you. If it's God's will that we be reunited tomorrow, I'll be here, and I hope you will be too. God bless. Got to go.